junkin' on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a phone and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light swish. Go ahead, just. You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right, probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That's good.
Big play there for the Broncos on third. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We dominate today.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Patrick Queen.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
On the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking
left side, and he's got a man. It's Beck, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Second and 13. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Broncos
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
37-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run with a rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
45. Hey, report.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 14.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Complete to number 16.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end fan, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To number 17.
DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
The kick is good.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Broncos.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on second down.
Two times. We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. look to throw now on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
By number 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He was brought down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Ravens.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. He pitches it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker lining up.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 3rd.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score, Ravens.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.